We use the internet every day. We use it to work, play, and watch Vines when we're bored.
Ah! Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
However, that internet may soon be in danger. The FCC is currently in the process of rolling back net neutrality restrictions, which could break the internet as we know it. But what is net neutrality? Net neutrality is the idea that internet service providers like Verizon, Comcast, and AT&T have to treat your internet fairly. They can't block sites that compete with them, and they can't make sites faster if the website pays more to the ISP. It is crucial to keeping the internet fair, cheaper, and help startups, like Netflix was, compete with big businesses. Its current rules were put in place in 2015 under President Obama. These rules classified ISPs under Title II of the Communications Act of 1934, which means that it shall be unlawful for any common carrier to make any unjust or unreasonable discrimination in charges, practices, classifications, regulations, facilities, or services. In other words, it means people like Comcast or AT&T have to treat every website fairly. However, in December, the FCC, under the Trump administration, voted 3-2 to repeal the Title II classification. So why were people against it? The big reason people are against it is lobbying from telecom companies. Senator Schatz, a member of the Senate Commerce Subcommittee on Communications Technology, Innovation, and the Internet, ooh, what a mouthful, put it this way: in 20 years in politics, 15 years in elected office, never has a person not compensated by a telecom company come up and say, "Hey, I hate Title II." The ISPs have tried to claim that Title II classifications hurts investment, but research from the Internet Association, using the same data those ISPs use, show that there was actually an increase in investment during net neutrality. The ISPs have been able to get past this because of lobbying. The chairman of the FCC, a huge net neutrality critic named Ajit Pai, wait, wrong picture, wait, this one is it, was previously a Verizon lawyer. And it's worked. The FCC has rolled back the Title II classifications. And while companies like AT&T and Verizon claim that they support a free and open internet, it is important to remember that there is precedent to companies abusing their power without net neutrality in place. AT&T blocked FaceTime on all AT&T phones using certain data packages, so you would have to buy their new data packages. However, all hope is not lost. Members of Congress are using the Congressional Review Act to help save net neutrality. In short, the Senate, House of Representatives, and President would all have to agree to overturn the FCC's vote. The Senate has already voted to save it, but faces a steep uphill climb, as it now has to go through the House of Representatives, where 24 representatives would have to change their minds in order to win the vote. If it makes it past the House, then it would finally require the President's approval, who does not appear to be a supporter of net neutrality, calling it, quote, another top-down power grab by then-President Obama. The likelihood of this happening is extremely slim, but still possible. So, how can you help? One way you can help is by calling your representatives. BattleForTheNet.com has a page showing the stances of all the representatives and buttons to tweet at them or call them. By calling them and pressuring them to help save the internet, an issue that is fundamental to our modern society, you can help get enough votes to get it to the president's desk. If it does pass, you can also contact the president to remind him that net neutrality is an important issue that affects all of America. Anything you do helps. Net neutrality is the key to keeping our internet open and fair. We need to fight back against companies who just want to take our money. Take action today.